Freestyle anime. Freestyle what? Freestyle freestyle anime. Yeah, Demon Slam, I catch him dog. Freestyling every time we talk. 1 piece away from fortune and fame. Can't switch up on that game, that's my ninja way. Ain't doing that talking, we got more to say. Write your name in my book, that'll see your fate. Better hit up Deku, hope he say the day. Better hit up Deku, hope he say the day. Freestyling about anime. Every day, freestyling about anime. Every day, freestyling about anime. Every day, anime. I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone. Sorry with a slice, nigga, I'm gone. Sorry with a slice, nigga, I'm gone. Fuck that bitch, man.
Right, man, it's your boy Rico here, freestyle anime gang. What's up? We're gonna do a little solo tonight. We're gonna do a little solo review, and by that I mean we're gonna do One Piece, man. Chapter 1095 was too much of a banger for me not to talk about it. The boys a little bit wrapped up. We got a lot of things coming out soon. We got another episode of the anime game show coming up. And we just got our hands busy right now. But I had to take time out of my day just to talk about this, This chapter 1095, man. It got me just spiraling with so many thoughts, so many different things I'm seeing out there. Just thinking like Oda could take this in many different ways, man. Many different ways. But let's get into it, man. All right. So what we got? Cover story. Buggy. Buggy is the cover story. A monkey stole his nose. That's great. So I feel it. I like these little fan cover stories. Not a lot of you guys. I like them. They're pretty cool. We get to see different old characters just that have been in the past, or well, Buggy's not too much of the past. He's a part of Cross Kill, which I can't wait for us to see what happens with that. But let's get into this chapter, man. This guy Saturn. My personal opinion, he's already pissing me off. He's pissing me off already. Why? He's just so full of himself, bro. He's just so full of himself in this chapter. He blows one of his guys' head up just for turning back. Who do you think you are, bro? Don't turn back, blows someone's head up. And not only that, he let Bonney stab him and pretty much said, I let it happen. This was nothing. And, I like how they cleared up the picture for us so we can see he's standing on 4 legs. A lot of me and my friends were saying maybe it was 8. He's a spider, I was calling him a crab. Maybe it was 2. But it's definitely 4. It's definitely 4. So he's got 4 limbs, I saw a theory about what he was. It's kind of like the same, what do you say, like a deity or a monster they use as well for the 8 tails in Naruto. I forgot what they call it, but I'll get that pulled up in a minute. But anyways, man, this man Saturn, he's feeling himself, man. His hockey is crazy. He's holding people down. He's keeping everyone down, man. And poor little Bonney reveals why she got that flashback that we saw last chapter. Was he was in it, and he has some type of reason for killing her dad. And man, the biggest thing that took me away from this chapter, was Kuma, man. Kuma. Oda, you didn't have to put this man through all of this. You did not have to. I think this is sad, bro. This to me, it's up there with Sanji's backstory. Let's put it in perspective, bro. This man was pretty much kind of born into slavery, but not, because of his blood, because his dad has Buccaneer blood, which is a descendant of the Giants, basically. And he's half that because his mom's regular. She's just a human, And just because of that, to the girls say, to the Celestials, whatever the Buccaneer clan did, they all need to be killed or put as slaves because they did some type of crime. They said some type of crime. Now, my theory is The Buccaneer might be very close to someone we know as Joy Boy, the first Joy Boy. But we don't know. Maybe he was part of that clan. Maybe he saved them. Maybe they helped keep Joy Boy protected. Something. Maybe they got in the way of the government from getting Joy Boy. I don't know what they did. We don't know yet. I'm just assuming things. There's gonna be a lot of theories, yo. I'm gonna be all over the place with this chapter. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. There's just so much going on, man. There's just so much going on. So let's keep going down. Anyways, about Kuma, you know what I'm saying? We find out, that one little bit we got to see in that one chapter a while ago where, he was running away from some people, and he was a prize at God Valley for the tournament that was about to be held, which is a tournament for, I guess race against race, to see who survives, bro. And that is just crazy. But to Kuma's backstory, like I said, I'm gonna be all over the place, guys, but hang in there with me, man. But Kuma's backstory, him being a slave as a young boy, just because he has half Buccaneer blood in him, right? His mom is killed. We don't see how she's killed. She's off screen. She's killed. And then his dad, is trying to keep him joy, trying to keep good energy, to telling him that sun god Nika is gonna come and swoop and save the day. Superman will be here. Don't be sad. You know what I'm saying? Don't be sad. He's gonna come. Now, his dad is already a slave. He's already being beaten up and everything. So supposedly somebody snitched. The doctor snitched. He snitched on him. The doctor told, and that's fucked up. Man, where is HIPAA laws? Come on, bro. Where it's in the One Piece world. But damn, nigga, you got no type of, privacy for your clients. We not coming to you no more. Matter of fact, we gonna burn your practice down. But there was government agents in the hospital, man. And I guess the doctor came to warn him just a little bit, and yeah. And then they got handcuffs put on him. So like I said, pretty much at birth, Buddy was deemed to be into slavery. Now, he's put to work immediately for Celestial. Immediately. We skip a little bit and see when he's younger. He's getting beat. Celestial yelling at him to shut up, stop crying, or you're gonna die. Like, imagine being 10, bro, and just because you're stronger than everybody, you're going through that, and you're just a slave. You're just born into it, man. This is just sad on so many levels, bro. And now, like I said, his dad paid him a visit, and he's telling his dad how good his slave master is to him, like how he treats him and everything like that, and how he's kind to him and how he's very lucky. Come on, bro. This man's psychologically already effed up right now, bro. For him to say that to his dad, to put up a face, he looked like he's 10, maybe 10, 12, putting up his face, just telling his dad like he's good or whatever, and pretty much don't worry about me. I got lucky. This is a good owner. We all know that's not true. All these Celestials are scum, bro. They're scum. They just are. And his dad's cheering him up, telling him, a little bit about Nika and how he's gonna swoop the day, and his dad's dancing and doing the doom 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 the drums, the drums of liberation for him to keep him happy, keep his spirits up. And the Celestials were talking, they're having their time, and they're around the corner. All the slaves are sitting somewhere just to meet up. And as his dad is just doing all that, bang, splat. He shoots his dad and told him to shut up. The Celestial was annoyed of a man trying to keep his son happy and his spirits up. This is Kuma's story, bro. His dad gets shot and killed right in front of him. His mom's already dead. I don't know what happened to her. I'm just saying she's dead. And gets killed just like that. Now, fast forward, his daughter, is in the clutches of who? Saturn. Saturn was already there. He was present when they announced the whole God Valley tournament, which was 38 years ago in the West Blue, and God Valley was not part of the government territory. They didn't own that, It wasn't affiliated with the government at all. It's kind of like Wano. It's basically the Celestial could say, let's go take Wano, and in Wano we're gonna have everybody in that city fight for their lives, and whoever comes out top, I guess, they rule. They are the natives, and that's the plan of Celestial of what they're gonna do in God Valley. Now the king steps up. He's like, y'all not about to do this to my city. And immediately, who steps in and stabbed the man in his back? Who? No, not even his back. Right in his front. Right in the front of him. Slashes him apart. Crown falls off. King is saying, "This is my country." Everything. Now we don't know if this man is Shank's daddy, his uncle, his grandpappy. We don't know what he is. We just know he has Shank's last name. We're just gonna assume that's Shank's dad. So Shank's dad kills this man just because he stepped out of pocket to them, out of line, by trying to talk to a celestial dragon. And he's part of the game. This is a game they hold in God Valley now, and the government didn't like, or the celestial dragons didn't like, they call it God Valley. To them, that's absurd. It's blasphemy. Like they don't fuck with that. They just don't like it. So I just don't understand, man. Although you didn't have to go to this far, bro. Not with Kuma like this, bro. And Kuma's just, this is what I love about One Piece. Kuma was just a warlord who we thought was just the government pet. You know what I'm saying? And going back to his backstory now, him being part of the warlord and everything, it just makes it even more like he's still in their clutches. Yeah, he's free. He can do a little bit here and there. He's still somewhat in their clutches. They award him as a warlord. And the fact that even when he was a kid, he was just saying he wants to die. He is thinking death is easier, and he doesn't want to be here. He's been saying that since he was a kid. And his dad, at the time when his dad was telling him his mom passed away, she's in a better place now. That is just messed up. So you gotta think, his growing up in that type of mental mindset of just death is easier just messes you up on so much different levels. So now seeing why Kuma was able to have Vegapunk rewrite his codes or whatever you call it, and basically make him not present and just follow orders and put some pre-codes in there. Now I'm wondering, was all those memories that was set aside that his daughter saw, I'm wondering, is that part of like his soul? Like if Vegapunk was to put all that back in Kuma, would Kuma know like who he is, like what's going on, present, like just knows to stop? Because now later on, he's in his let's say 50s or 40s, he's back to being a slave. He's no longer a warlord. We see him in Mary Joao, just a celestial just sitting on him, and that kills Sabo from seeing that. Like Sabo's feelings from seeing that, it kills his feelings. It's just like, damn, bro. Like Sabo probably knows Kuma's history, so he's thinking like, this is the last thing I want to see Kuma end up as, because when he was a kid, he was a slave as well, and now he did all of this, all his journey that he's been through, and he lands right back into being a slave in his last couple of let's say days of just him being able to stay alive. Is just to restore his code as to just follow directions and be not present, no mind, no nothing, no will, just another cog in the machine, and just basically a machine, just a cyborg. They took his DNA and made all the pacifistas. They model it all after him. Like they took everything from this man, bro. Everything they could take of, everything. His mom, his dad, and now his daughter is in the clutches. Well, we're presuming that's his daughter, but there's a couple things out there. There's a couple theories that I'm gonna say that's out there is, maybe his daughter been died, and that's just a clone of his daughter, because we've seen Vegapunk make clones before. Could she be a clone? Could Bonney be a clone? There's just so much questions I have. This Egghead Island little, I don't know what you want to call it, arc, a little stop is really good, bro. It's giving us so much information. Who knew we would have just stopped at an informational arc? Yes, there's some good fights, But I'm very intrigued into the history that One Piece wants to tell us. I don't know why, but that's what draws me to this anime, to this manga. Reading it is just wanting to know what happened in this 800-year void. Why is this government that we all know that's in power, the Celestials, they're not the rightful people that are supposed to be in power? They're not the real, the will of D. The people with the name of D they're supposed to be in power. Like, but why? How did they fall? What happened? Who stopped them? Who infiltrated from within to make the Celestial, who could have been a nearby island, different people, just wanting to be the one that are in power and create this whole government. And now seeing this guy Saturn, who comes out of a magical star, I call it the alchemy star. Like, he just comes out, bro. He was on his boat and he's telling Kizaru, you took too long. I didn't expect you to take this long, but I know why. You were fighting Nika. Now Luffy's out for the count right now. He's out for the count. Kizaru's out for the count. And they both put work on each other, but I don't think they're really out like that. Like, I think this is just Oda just kind of like putting a pause on their fight, or like giving time for Saturn to get the spotlight, because he's really the one who we knew was like more powerful. And it just shows that, Kaido was a tank to take all those hits from Luffy. Like, Luffy punched him within, and he did that one time to Kizaru. One time, and that knocked Kizaru out. Hey, man, we gotta put respect on these Yonkos, bro. Okay? Like, I get it. The Emeralds are there. They're there to fight the Yonkos. They're there to maybe, stall, keep them at bay, keep them in check, or whatever you can say. But the durability, I don't know. I mean, it's there. We did see, Aokiji and the little, y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that put a hole in Ace's chest. We did see them, fight. What was it? 10 days on Punk Hazard, or what they made. But that was them going at it. That wasn't with the Yonko. But it had last 10 days with a Yonko. We don't know. Would that fight had last with Kaido being there? I think not. I just know, I feel like Kaido would have come out on top. He's too much of a tank, bro. His durability is just too much. He was taking on everything Gear 5 was giving him until he couldn't. And Luffy has already used Gear 5 multiple times on Egghead Island. He used it against Lucci just to show off. Now he had to take a break, eat some more meat, just to kind of, get his energy back. So Gear 5 takes Luffy's energy. There's a drawback. We knew this was coming. We was waiting for this drawback, but is it excessive? Is it only 10 minutes like Gear 4? Is it like, can Luffy get back? Because he's out. Frankie had to save him before Saturn stepped on his chest. Saturn was about to kill Luffy because they want to put Nika out as soon as possible. They don't want to mess with Nika. They want to put him out as soon as possible. So the fact that Kaido was able to take all those hits and Kizaru got punched one time like that, and he's out and he needs time to break. He's not completely dead, but he's basically KO'd. It's a double knockout. Luffy is knocked out by his own self. Frankie stepping in. I appreciate you, Frankie. And I said he had 4 legs. Let me stop. Saturn did not have 4 legs. He has that's 1, 2, 3. He has six legs. I don't know. The first panel I was seeing 4, so he has 6. So I know I said 4. So I was wrong. Anyways, Bonney, man, there's a lot of things out there about Bonney. I'm wondering, Bonney, why can't you just touch this man and turn him into a child? But then again, we've seen if you have stronger hockey, someone with a devil fruit, you can fight against that power. Like, your hockey level can stop them. Same thing with why Law couldn't just teleport Big Ma or Kaido. Their hockey was just too strong. They you couldn't just use your devil fruit to just move them. There were too much force, So I'm wondering, this mystery power that Saturn had that's keeping everybody underground. I'm wondering, is that hockey? Is that a new type of level that's coming in here? Is Oda showing us something new? Is he telling us like, Luffy, you still got a long way to go? How do the Straw Hats get out of this? Who's coming to save them? Who's stepping in? Where's my boy Zoro? Where my boy at? I think he's still there. I think he's still fighting Lucci. I think he's somewhere. Is he coming? And a couple of things I'm wondering. What happened to that log or that little shaft, that little boat, whatever you can call it, that, you know, the Blackbeard pirates are on? What happened to that? Like, we seen it like chapters ago that a Blackbeard pirate was approaching Egghead Island. Where is it? I need to know who's coming. Is it Law? Is it Blackbeard? Is it Lafetti, or whatever his name, the tap dancing dude? Is it him? Like, is he coming? Who's coming? Another thing is, would Kuma be coming? Did Kuma feel or hear the drums of liberation? Was that what triggered him to be running back towards Marijois? Is Egghead close to Marijois? It could be, because Saturn and Lucci and Kizaru got here, and Saturn was there before when they infiltrated, when the whole thing happened. How many days apart do we think that happened with everything that happened with Kobe and us seeing Vivi's dad being killed, Cobra? Like, how many days was that apart? So how far is Egghead Island? It couldn't be too far. So if he's moving towards that direction, because he left Dragon and everybody in Yvonne, and he went towards there, and he crossed, then man, we all want to see Luffy put a hole in. I need to get his name down. But he crossed paths with him. Is he coming to save his daughter? Did he hear the drum of liberation? He's not the only person who could have heard it, because we all know that robot could come into play. That robot that we seen kind of like open its eyes when Luffy went giant mode when he was trying to get back in, when Kizaru pushed him out of the dome. What is he doing? Is he going to step in to fight Saturn? Is he going to give them a chance to get away because Saturn's overpowering? Is this how the Straw Hats get away? Because Luffy's out for the count. He's drainless. He's out of power. He's out of light. He need some milk, but we know milk don't work for our dog Luffy. So if that's not it, those are the possibilities that I think could be it. But if that's not it, where do they go? Who steps in? Because could Saturn end the story right here? I don't think so. Oda wouldn't do it like that. But what's gonna shock the world? What's gonna happen? Does someone take a picture of Saturn and post it in the newspaper? Because no one seen this form. Only a couple of people have seen this form. And that leaves me like, Oda, give us Dead Valley, bro. Dead Valley, God Valley. Give us God Valley. We need it, but we need it in a movie, man. You're teasing us with this. I know. Next chapter after this break is not fun to be more of God Valley. This was such a good tease, and I want to see it in a movie. We need to see why Zebek went there, and that brings me to Zebek, bro. Zebek may not have been. This villain was portrayed to be this villain. Maybe he went about things the wrong way, and he was more of a pirate that didn't care, and he just wanted to get what he wanted, and he knew what was going on with the whole island at God Valley, and he wanted to put a stop to it. Because at that time, we all know, Kaido wasn't Kaido yet. Big Mom wasn't Big Mom yet. They all was under Zebek. All of them was following his lead, even Whitebeard. So, because Zebek had put that scar on Saturn, because Saturn was seen at God Valley. Could he have done that? Was that how they all got to escape God Valley? Was it during that? Was that how Shanks got taken? Was during God Valley. And that brings back to Dragon. What if Dragon is Zebek's son? There's some wild theories out there. What if Dragon is Zebek's son that was on the boat, and he got taken by Garp and ended up marrying Garp's daughter, who could have been at the end of that picture? That could easily have been Bonnie's mom or Luffy's mom. That could easily have been, so Slave Jenny could have easily have been either Bonnie's mom or Luffy's mom. And the reason why I say that is because the way she's eating the piece of meat is how Luffy and Bonnie both were seen eating the piece of meat. But that leads me to wonder, bro, how, But let's just say it's Bonnie's mom, and her and Kuma got together. That's Bonnie's mom right there. That's how he met Bonnie's mom, and they grew up and they had a kid and they got away, and that's all she probably was. But what if? Because I seen this. What if Bonnie is not? No, what if Kuma is not actually Bonnie's dad, but Jenny is actually Luffy's mom and Bonnie's mom. There's a theory out there. It's wild that Bonnie and Luffy are brother and sister, like actually bloodly related, and that she is Garp's, daughter, and she's just free-willed and minded, and she doesn't, listen to her dad, as we've seen everything that Garp kids do. They go against even Luffy. His grandkids, they all go against what Garp wants for them. That's just the theory I'm seeing out there, guys. It's wild. It could be wrong. But let me read more into depth of what that theory says, man, because that would be wild, And that theory is Jenny is later the wife of Dragon and the mother of Luffy and Bonnie. There are several hints that Kuma is not the biological father of Bonnie. In the way Jenny is eating her meat like Bonnie and Luffy could be a strong hint. Bonnie and Luffy have a cool dynamic together in this arc. Could there be any other reasons why Dragon and Kuma are related? Focus on in this arc. Jenny being introduced beside Yvonne make it even more possible that there's a strong link to Dragon. There's also a theory that Dragon is the son-in-law of Garp. Now, we heard this before, but there's a couple things that Garp says that we're like, okay, nah, I think Garp's saying that's actually his son. But ride with me here. Ride with me. Garp's daughter is Luffy's mother. Dragon could have taken the monkey name to hide his true heritage. And that points to the rock sun because of the the silhouette that we seen similar to how it kind of looked like Zebek, but it's not Zebek. In that case, the obsession for me could be passed down from Garp's daughter to Luffy, because even Garp eats like that when he eats his meat, bro. We seen it, but we never see Dragon eat like that. And the many times we see him, even when he was at the table, when they were all talking and maybe drinking coffee and stuff like that, he doesn't eat like how they eat. That's just how that theory is going off of. I don't know. It could be true, could be wild, but we don't know. But there's a lot of things we're waiting for, man. We need to see it, Oda. This was a banger. This chapter was really good. It left off in a cliffhanger too. On both ends, we seen more of Saint Farling Garling. He was a hoe before, and he's a hoe now. Nothing changed. This man believe what he believes, and this leads to everybody talking about there, like Shanks being a snitch. But I don't know if Shanks is actually a snitch, so I don't know. But that just shows, and to me, him being here and shown, he's gonna come to play very soon. He's gonna come to play in the story. He has to, bro. They showed him twice already. This is 2 chapters. They showed him within this arc. So he has to come to play somehow. I'm excited, man. I really want to see how the next chapter comes out. Is Kuma coming to save us? The Straw Hats? Is the big giant robot that we saw coming to save us? Which one is it, man? Who's gonna stop this man Saturn? This old man that even in the flashback he still looked the same. So they've been here for a long time, bro. They've been in the story. So I really want to see what happened in God Valley. That's one. And I want to see how the Straw Hats get out of this situation. Who steps in, or are they that strong where they don't need nobody to step in? Because we know our boy Zoro's still standing. Sanji got used like Oda always does, to just show like Sanji not ready. And Sanji can regenerate well or re-heal back together, and he still took a blow from Saint Jermaine Saturn. I think that's his full name. But man, chapter was a banger, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy this little solo of me and you talking about this One Piece chapter. I'm gonna be doing it for a lot more different mangas, not just One Piece. Like, I'm currently trying to catch up to Jujutsu Kaisen. Caught up to My Hero. I recaught. I was like 5 chapters behind because I've been caught up. It's a banger too. Kurabachi, I'm reading that. That's only been like 4 chapters out, so I might just do one of those real quick because it's a nice anime to get into. And yeah, and then some of the animes that I watch. So I might do this more often, man. Y'all let me know if y'all enjoy this little episode from the freestyle gang, man. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe, following us on TikTok, IG, and on YouTube as well. And if you're not part of our subscribe list on Spotify, get on it soon because there'll be a lot of stuff that's coming out. Get on it soon. And there's a lot of things we got coming out, man. And appreciate y'all listening to me. And yeah, man, let's get over this break order.